saying, "It sounds like nonsense to me. These two things don't go together."
火锅？那是什么？是不是锅里有火，我们从火里往外加菜？
这哪跟哪儿啊？完全不是这么回事儿。看来啊，得让表哥带你去见识一下。
要什么锅底? What kind of base do you want for your hot pot? Well, different styles of hot pot have different soup bases, what we call 锅底. Sometimes the base is very simple, just hot water and a few simple ingredients like green onions or fresh ginger. Other styles of hot pot have a very rich or spicy broth.
请问要什么锅底？
你吃辣的吗？
不吃，受不了。
那我们来个鸳鸯锅底吧。
Now, if you can't choose between a spicy or a plain broth, the 鸳鸯锅底 is a common compromise. 鸳鸯are Mandarin ducks. These animals are known for staying with the same partner for their whole lives, so they're a symbol of happy matrimony. 鸳鸯火锅. This is a hot pot that's divided into two halves, one half with a spicy broth and the other with a mild broth. 一个锅里装两种锅底. To put two soup bases, 锅底, in one pot, 锅. 中间分开, separated in the middle. That way, each person can choose which flavor they prefer, or they can even try both. 涮出的肉味道也不同. The meat tastes different after cooking in a different base. 涮 is to scald, to cook something by dipping it in boiling water. No matter what kind of hot pot you have, the food is cooked by 涮, dipping in boiling water or soup.
鸳鸯是一种鸟吧？
在这里，鸳鸯锅底的意思就是一个锅里装两种锅底，中间分开。
锅底不一样，涮出的肉味道也不同。
You also have a choice of dipping sauces, 调料, to use after the food is cooked. 香油, sesame oil, and 麻酱, sesame sauce are two common choices. Now here the 海鲜 refers to a seafood dipping sauce, not fresh seafood. As a general rule of thumb, the more spicy the broth is, the milder the dipping sauce is. For hot pots with a very mild broth, stronger dipping sauces are often used.
请问三位用什么调料？
你们这有什么调料？
香油、麻酱、海鲜的。
3碗香油的吧。
肉变色了，熟了. This is a good general rule. When the meat changes color, it's done. Red meat becomes whiter when it's cooked in water. Since the ingredients are sliced thinly, they should cook fairly quickly. It doesn't take more than a minute or even less. Other ingredients, like the tofu, can stay in the broth for a longer time. But if you leave meat too long, it'll become tough and less pleasant to eat. 趁热吃, eat it while it's hot. 趁 means to take advantage of an opportunity. 趁热 means while something is hot. 趁热吃, eat it while it's hot. Okay, let's watch that part of the dialogue again.
肉变色了，熟了，快加吧，趁热吃好吃。
热乎乎的，真好吃。
Okay, now let's relax a little bit. You know, if you visit Beijing, especially outside of the hot summer months, you really should try 火锅. Most people call this hot pot. Others call it a chafing dish or Chinese fondue. 火锅 literally means fire pot. 是不是锅里有火? Is there fire in the pot? Well, of course, there has to be some kind of heat source. But there are many different styles of hot pot. Old-fashioned Beijing hot pot is almost like a donut shape surrounding a charcoal fire. So the charcoal fire is in the round belly of the pot, surrounded by a ring of boiling broth. Nowadays, of course, gas and electric heat are also used. They're much more convenient and less polluting. Some restaurants now use a smaller size of hot pot so that each person has their own pot. These are usually just small, flat-bottomed dishes heated by a can of fuel that can be ignited with a candle or match. This is closer to the Western style of fondue, although the ingredients would be the same as traditional Beijing hot pot. It's fun to cook your own meal this way, and there's a huge variety of ingredients that you can try. Just make sure you don't eat any of the dishes raw, and sterilize your chopsticks in the pot too. Now let's take a closer look at some language points in today's dialogue. For example, 受不了, can't handle or can't bear, can't stand something. Here's an example. 坐24个小时的火车，小孩